to his righteousness. And the point that I want to make to that is because our people say that they Lord wouldn't destroy destroy people. They Lord wouldn't kill people. That ain't what the scriptures say, and it's righteous. It's a righteous act for the Lord to do that.
They said my God wouldn't do that. No, the most high. Hey, let's get second. What is it? Second Peter. You got it?
Yeah. Second Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 6.
Not Thessalonians, but you get what you got.
Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Yeah, you can break it down, brother. I was talking to you.
Yeah. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. Yeah, the Most High, it said it's a righteous thing for us to recompense tribulation unto them that trouble us. And the people that are troubling us and oppressing us is who? The so-called white people. So when that time comes, where the Most High, when everything shuts down, all these prophecies coming to pass, and we get a time to get physical, it's going to be a righteous thing for us to put some of these people to death. It's going to be a righteous act. The Most High is not going to look like, oh, well, I'm going to put you to death for doing that. No, because He ordained it. That's, and like we always say, like somebody come up and slap your mama right in your face, and then you just going to give them a pass and let them go. No, of course you're going to want to get back at them. You ain't gonna let that slide. Somebody come up and punch your mom in the face. You're not gonna be all right with that. That's what we get punched in the face every day, man.
Yep. Spit on, all kind of.
Yeah, you know, they look at us as the Lord of the earth when it's actually the other way around. They're the servants upon horses. They're punching us in the face every day, whipping our backs every day on the plantation or your jobs. They morally killing the kids. They got these cartoons with all kind of sorcery and all kind of nonsense and wickedness in it. And now it's okay because he giving you food stamps or Section 8. That's a slap in the face, man. You're supposed to want to get your revenge on them. And the only way the way you're going to start with getting your revenge on them is following the scriptures and waiting on the Most High, man.
Yeah. That's
how you do it. Not just bowing down and saying, oh, it's okay. No, I still love you. Hell no, man. That's why we in a condition now, man, because y'all allowing that shit. Excuse my French, but y'all allowing these things, man.
And if the Lord is against Esau, the Lord said if you're not with him, you're against him. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? If the Lord got a problem with the so-called white man, then you automatically should have a problem with him. You know, like you have a friend, your best friend, if you be like, if you beefing with my friend and you beefing with me type of thing. The Most High got a vengeance on Esau, man, and we gonna get it. We ain't just making it up. This ain't no hate, unprecedented hate toward the so-called white man. This is not only things that happen in history and all the way up to this time, but this is a spiritual thing too, man. We are made at opposites of each other. Okay, can you get that in Shabbat? We're made opposites of each other. It says that in Genesis. We're going to get that in Genesis too. But I want to get that in Shabbat where it says, you know, the Most High made things opposite, good and evil. Okay? I want you to hold that though. Hold that.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 33. And I'm going to start from verse 10. It says, and all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth. And much knowledge the Lord have divided them and made their ways diverse.
Yeah, because people say, you know, I bleed, you bleed, we all the same. No, we're not. It says through much knowledge, everybody comes from Adam, but it says through much knowledge he's made our ways diverse. Okay, we're different people. Different nations act different ways, man. And we're not African, because if we're African, just think about it. We haven't been around Brazilians like that, you know? But I guarantee you, you go to a Brazilian party, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be acting, they party just like us. The Mexicans, so-called Latino, they party just like us because we got the same spirit. But here it is, if an African from East Africa, which is, we're most likely unrelated to them, you know what I'm saying? They come over here, we act totally different. They dress weird and shit, man. But I'm going to tell you this is a side note. A lot of West Africans are Israelites. You know, Nigerians, Congo, you know,
Yeah.
Ghana, you know, a lot of West Africans are Israelites, man. And they act just like, you can tell, man, you can tell how they act. Them Zulus, some tall ones, they ain't our people, man. You know what I'm saying? You can tell, man. You can't vibe with them, man. Them Sudanese, you can't vibe with them, man. You know?
It says, some of them hath he blessed and exalted.
Some of them have been blessed and exalted. The Israelites, the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, no, actually, you can say Israelites too, but you got the Arabs. The Most High blessed the Arabs to be a nation of many kings. Okay, go ahead.
And some of them hath he sanctified and set near himself.
Now that's the Negro, Latino, Native Americans, because the Most High sanctified us and set us near himself. Because he said in Deuteronomy that we're a peculiar people. You know what I'm saying? We're a special people. Special to the Most High. That's why we read earlier that we're considered the apple of God's eye, man. So when nations put hell on us outside of the jurisdiction of God's will, then the Most High is going to do something about that. Back in the day, the nations knew. You know what I'm saying? The nation knew when God was with us, and they didn't mess with us, man. You know? And that's why Esau, this is another thing, that's why the so-called white man indoctrinate us to go off, because they know if we go off, that the Lord is not going to protect us. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when, you know, they just basically sliding kryptonite in our back pocket, and then they attack us. You know? Because they know we don't got that godly protection. All right?
It says, but some of them hath he cursed and brought low.
But some other people have he cursed and brought low. You know, this ain't got nothing to do with what color you is, what height you is. It's who the Lord chose, man. If the Lord chooses somebody else got to be unchosen. If he puts somebody up, somebody got to be down. Everything got to be opposite of each other. Can't have a store full of managers. Somebody got to be a bagger, man. But they say too many chiefs, not enough Indians. It never works when you got a bunch of chiefs. You got to have Indians. You got to have soldiers. You got to have order. You know. Go ahead.
It says, but some of them hath he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure.
Yeah, the Most High is the one that does the fashioning. He's fashioning at his pleasure. Who are we to question? Okay? You go ahead.
So man is in the hand of him that made him to render to them as liketh him best.
So whoever God's will is, he gonna create and fashion us to do it, man. He's in control. We're not in control. So when God made good, he had to make evil. Somebody had to be evil. Go ahead.
It says good is set against evil and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner and the sinner against the godly.
Yeah, this is a spiritual thing. The so-called white man is a natural-born sinner, man. He's a natural-born sinner. He's a person that came up with the whole doctrine of being an atheist, man. You know? You got Baptists, you got Catholic. Our people may be worshiping false gods and things like that, but they're at least, they got the zeal, but not according to knowledge. Esau just don't believe in God, period, man. He believes in himself, which is a demonic thought, man. And he pushing that on our people, man, to do whatever you think that you want to do. But they ain't gonna let you do whatever you want to do. They gonna let you do whatever they justify you to do, man. Because if you could do anything you want to do, you could be a damn serial killer if you want. You could be whatever you want to be. That's not true. You know? They'll tell a woman that you could, or a woman and men that you could be a homosexual and it's okay, that's love, right? But then when you try to be a polygamist, they shun that. They look down on that. They abhor it. They hate it. Or they ain't right. You depriving her as a woman or blah, blah, blah. But you say, oh, that's love, but what about them? You know what I'm saying? Esau has an agenda to break the world down and make it real, they're calcifying our pineal gland, man. They're making us real low, putting us in a lower state so they can stay at the top, man. Everything they're telling us not to do, most likely they're doing, man. You know?
Hey, you kind of quoted the scriptures say, the so-called white people or the wicked, they set up all these different things for our people to do, and then look at the Most High, like look what your people do. Like look at your people. These is your people. When He's the one prescribing this madness, man. You know, that's just to add to what you were saying, bro. Reading on here, it says, so look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another.
Yeah. In this society, Esau tries to say that everybody's equal, man. You know how flavorless life would be if everybody was equal, man? If everybody had the same traits, had the same ability, had the same level of intelligence, had the same looks, who would be beautiful? You know what I'm saying? How can you pick out something that's beautiful if nothing's ugly? How can you eat something that tastes good if everything tastes good? How can you call it good? It's just food, man. It's plain. It's just like, it might as well be water, because everything tastes the same. Every liquid you drink tastes the same. It might as well be water then. Yeah. And Esau teaching our people to question the inequality, man. The same thing Esau's doing now. Guess what? Let's get in the Old Testament. We'll have to get it. What he did at the Tower of Babel, man. Esau's going with the same thing they tried to do at the Tower of Babel. Unite the whole world and build a tower going up to the sky, man. That's what they're trying to do now. Well, they ain't trying to build a tower going to the sky, but they're trying to unite the whole world and make a one world order, man. And if God stopped it, then what makes it like, oh, well, I ain't like it then, that's a good idea now. No, God was like, that shit, no. We supposed to be different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's supposed to be around their own people, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with the Moabites going to China and being around each other. You know what I'm saying? Or the Ammonites, the Japanese, staying in their own country, coming to visit every once in a while, but you go do your own thing. Esau want everybody together because he don't want nothing but a bunch of slaves, man, at the end of the day. Okay?
Yeah. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 41. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and every one should leave his laws, so all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
Yeah, so these are things that happened throughout history. That's what they tried to do in Babel. That's what Alexander the Great tried to do. And that's what Antiochus was trying to keep going, man. Okay?
Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
And why did they do it? Because it's beneficial, man. It's taboo to sit there and say the so-called white man's a devil, man. You lose friends. You get looked at sideways. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of our people don't want to take that risk. But they'll sit there and say I'm not racist, but when a white boy call you a nigger, or Edomite call you a nigger, you automatically get offended. I thought you weren't racist. You're supposed to just like, he's just playing, or I don't get offended at that because there's no racism. No, yeah, you know it's racism, you know it exists, but you're just trying to blend in. It's because the so-called white man got power, man. You're scared to go against the grain because of what he might take away from you. But we're here to say, fuck the so-called white man for everything he's doing, and we don't give a goddamn what he'll try to do against us, because we got the Most High. The Most High say, if I'm with you, who shall be against you, man? The same people that say they ain't race and all this and blah, 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 but then you'll want to pray to the Lord and ask the Lord to help you. The Lord ain't going to help you, man. It's either you with the Most High or you with the world, man. Okay? That's into that. Let's get that Genesis 25, Jacob and Esau. You know what I'm saying? Also want to get that Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. Because we're saying, because we see out here prophesying, man. You know? Was that 85? 5? Okay. Yep. I want the Genesis first. You got that? Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him.
Yeah, barren means she couldn't have no children. Okay, but the Most High blessed Rebecca. Like I'll be going to say Rachel sometimes. He blessed Rachel to have twins in her womb. Okay, go ahead.
And Rebecca, his wife, conceived.
Yep.
And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Yeah, she was like, basically, if you bless me with these children, why are they fighting? They was scrapping in the stomach. They was going at it, you know? One of them probably came out with a black eye, one had a bruised shoulder or something. They was struggling in the womb, man. Okay, go ahead.
And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
2 nations, go ahead.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
2 manner of people, you know what I'm saying, shall be separated from thy bowels. Go ahead.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Yep.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
And the